go online
Easy.
and welcome the legendary Leroy Sibbles.
Easy.
Yes, I.
Blessings, Father.
Greetings, my brethren, man. Boy, you're full of energy, man. How are your feet, man?
Easy.
Yes, Dada. Everything good, man. Everything good. How is the vibe in Jamaica right now?
Cool and quiet, you know. Where I'm at right now is usually a place where not even car drive right around my area. So the place is always just quiet and peaceful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We give thanks.
Yeah, but right around the whole island is a peaceful vibes because I've been out there for the past 2 days and may I tell you, man, everything just surreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Father. So, which part of Jamaica are you talking to us from right now?
Kingston, you know, Kingstonian, you know, Kingston born and grown and bred, you know, no. I'm in an area called Avondale.
Okay. All right, Father. All right, Father. So, ladies and gentlemen, the legend is here with us.
Easy.
All right, Father. This is how
Yes.
I want our conversation, to start.
Yeah, man, lead it.
If we talk about Leroy Sibbles, we must talk about the Heptones. You understand me?
Definitely.
And then from the 1960s to the 70s, when the Heptones were ruling the place with roots rock and all these things, rocksteady and all these things, and then from when the I, as in Leroy Sibbles, decided that all right, I'm going to do my thing. I am going to go into production and all these things. And even in recent times, you just produced, a rhythm. They say Leroy Sibbles presents what we call the Vibes Man rhythm. You understand me?
Yes, I.
And then
Wicked.
Yes, I. We have artists like Glenn Washington, Naki Whaler, Anthony Cruz, and a couple of them on, Young Garvey. Young Garvey is my artist I've been pushing for years in Ghana. You understand me? Yeah, but
I want tough little artists,
Yeah, but so all these artists are on it. You understand me? So we will just break it down in that particular sense. But let's start with the great Leroy Sibbles now. Where were you born? How did you grow up? What kind of parents were you born to? And all that. Take us through that kind of history.
Oh, yes, man. Well, Kingston, like I said originally, and it's Trench Town, you know what I mean? The place where Bob Marley come see and grow up, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trench Town produced a lot of artists too, within its time, like Delroy Wilson, Alton Ellis, and all them greats, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, born in Kingston and Trench Town, we grew up, and right now, I tell you, it's good to be here, and the Almighty who guide and protect us and gave me the energy and the vibes really to get involved in music. Praises to the Almighty God. Yes, sir.
All right. So I would like to know the kind of parents you were born to. Were they Rastafari parent? Were they Christians? Because at the point in time you were wearing locks, right?
Yeah.
Some of
but as we grew up, we developed these things, But my mom and dad were ordinary people, wasn't much the church growers. My grandmother and my great grandmother, they were revivalists, they were in the church system, but not my mom and dad.
Okay. All right. So your mom and dad were ordinary people. So how come you pick up the Rastafari faith that you began to grow logs and all these things?
Rastafari is the energy of every ghetto, in Jamaica, of a area where I was pure Rast. And then, from here of the religion of Rastafari, and you are a conscious person, you have to draw for that, because this is the real thing there. The real people there is within Rasta, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, and then it's a Rasta man who taught me to play acoustic guitar, a man called Bingy. Oh, unclean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have a praise, yeah. And Rastafari is where the truth and right there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, Father. So around that time, Leroy Sibbles decided to pick up the Rastafari faith because that was where the truth and right kind of dwells, right?
Yes, and we never leave it, because right now we have to say the same thing, because we not turn back. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But the Bible said the one who turned back, they turn a pillar of salt. So watch your back turning.
Definitely. The Bible says the one who turned back will turn a pillar of salt. So watch your back turning. Say the legend. Yeah, man. Now, take us through, how did the item from the Heptones? You were the lead singer. Did you recruit the members? How did you guys, get together?
Well, we had a little group before the Heptones, that I was in. I was backup singer, and the lead singer was a female. See? And so the other two members of the Heptones, heard of us, in our area. They were not far from us, because it was Trenchtown, and them just come from another little area of Trenchtown. They heard about us, doing harmony, singing and stuff. So they came over and introduced themselves to us, and we all used to jam together. So when the first group, the original group that I was in with the girl lead, that broke up, and that's how the Heptones was formed.
Oh, wow. In which year was this?
Girl just took that position. And and then I end up being the lead singer because I was the person who was writing the songs and arranging the harmonies and doing most of the work too. So I was appointed by action.
Say it. So between the 60s and the 70s with the Heptones, what were some of the grades you guys achieved?
Well, we went to Studio One after doing 2 tracks for a guy called Ken Lock. Our first 2 recordings, Gunmen Coming to Town, Schoolgirls, and then we practiced for a few months well, and then we went to Studio One, and that's when we met Ken Booth, and we went there on a Sunday, like today. Jappy praise. Amen. Yes, and we met the Gay Lads, was a group. They were doing audition, and them auditioned the Heptones, and them liked us and said we should come during the week and start recording, We were accepted, and that's how, we got in there.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yes,
So around that time, before a group will go into the studio and record, you must be auditioned first.
Yes. We went there and, you got to sing for people and see if they like you or either you're accepted or you're rejected.
It's not like nowadays where you can enter into the studio anywhere, you can even record in your bedroom or something and all that. It is not like that.
No, but then there's only a few studios we had in Jamaica. Those big major studios. Now everybody have a studio at his house.
Wow. So you must go for an audition. You must sing for the people.
Yes.
If they like you, they will record you. If they don't like you, they say, all right.
If they don't like you, they tell you come back 10 years time.
Wow. Have you been rejected before at any audition?
Never in my life. So that proves to me like we were ordained. We were born for this, because we have never had hard times getting involved in music. It was as easy as opening the door or the gate, and we walked right in.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're reasoning with the legendary Leroy Sibbles, the legendary bassist from Jamaica. He's a Kingstonian, you understand me? Yeah, and he also made mention of Trenchtown, you understand me? He said where Bob Marley came to live. Last year when I was in Jamaica, I went to Trenchtown, and on Bob Marley's, S Strong, that was on the set. You understand me? I went to meet Johnny Osborne at Waterhouse, and then he was telling me a story about Bob Marley. You understand me? Where they used to sit down and burn chalice from sundown to sundown. You understand me? And I was like, wow. And then he was like, Lagazee, if all things being equal, I can go and show you where exactly, that took place. And I'm like, yes. And then we went. You understand me? When we got there, I had the opportunity of speaking to, a couple people about Bob Marley. And there, everybody, it looked like everybody said, all what people were saying were positive about Bob Marley. But let me ask you this. Since you are a man who has been there with Bob and all these things, you understand me? When Bob came to Town, what were some of the things he did for the people over there?
Oh, well, I am not sure about that. One thing I know what Bob gave them was good music, good vision, good lyrics, and a future mentally that was positive. That's what I'm sure. I know. That's what I know that he gave. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pertaining to physical things, I don't know about that.
All right.
Easy.
We're listening with the legendary Leroy Sibbles, and you've heard what the man just said.
Easy.
In terms of what Bob Marley gave to the people of Town, you understand? Because at the point in time, he was living down there. You understand me? So, now, from the 60s to the 70s, how many albums did the Heptones, release?
Well, for Coxon, we did 5 albums with Coxon. We did one for Harry J. And so in all, we have about 7 to 8 albums.
7 to 8 albums?
Yes.
Wow.
But when it comes to singles now, we have numbers, countless numbers of singles.
All right. So let me find out. A lot of most of the time, when I reason with artists, the problem over here is royalties.
Yes.
About their music money and all these things. Let me find out if the Heptones were able to get substantial money from their productions.
Well, eventually, usually, and even today,
mm-hmm.
In reggae music, because that's what I know of. Well, we usually, artists usually make money is on the road, show business and stuff, because usually, the producers usually sync off with the royalty monies most of the time, you know what I mean? Yeah, but on the road, we do tours and stuff, and you make some cash like that, you know what I mean?
So it means that the Heptones, we're speaking about the Heptones now, not Leroy Sibbles as in yourself. So it means that the Heptones couldn't make money from their music they are recording, except being on the road, playing shows and all that.
Right.
Wow. It means that you guys were not in control of your masters, right?
No, we weren't. No.
Wow.
We were singing for people like Coxon, Duke Reed, Harry J and all this. We were actually singing for people, you know what I mean?
So it means that the producers were making money, on top of your head.
Yes, totally, without a doubt.
Wow. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Yes.
Max Romeo took some of the companies, to court, and he was demanding sums of
For the
money.
same reason, because he wasn't collecting his royalties for many years. You know what I mean?
So let me find out from you now. The Heptones now, in terms of royalties and all that. Father, talk to me about that. How are you guys going to get your royalties back?
Well, like I said, I personally, when I look back, you know, I from I left those organizations, I've been doing a lot of stuff on my own and for myself too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I've created a lot of great rhythms that is making me make money. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like all the songs like Pass the Kochi, Pass the Dutchy.
Mm-hmm.
Is original rhythm that I created for Studio One was called Full Up.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And after when that song was released, it was a hit. Full Up was an instrumental song. And the Mighty Diamonds put words to it and call it Pass the Kochi. In England, they use them in England now. They signed it over with the help of Jackie Me Too, which was a Studio One arranger and player, you know, and they made it and they released a song called Pass the Dutchy,
Mm-hmm.
which mash up the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how me come in now and start to eat some good food. You know what I mean?
Me like it. Father, me
Yeah.
like it, man. Me like it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so it means that looking at the food you are eating now, look like you are satisfied. So, you know, think about what is past and gone, right?
I think about it every now and again, but I don't dwell on it. You know what I mean? Because what is gone, you know, if it can be recouped, then I'll try my best to do that. But, you know, I'm always thinking ahead, you know what I mean? And you see, and like I say, I'm a rhythm master, you know, bassman, where that is another part of my of my ability as a musician and creator of music.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like your song with Buju Banton sing called what the champion. You remember that tune, the champion?
Yeah. Yeah.
All the rhythm that me own all the rhythm there, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And right through the year, that rhythm been making me a lot of cash too, because in the last James Bond movie, there's a bit of that music is played in there, and a lot of other American, you know, that my songs are placed, and I'm making money from all these little things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Wow. So
yeah, whenever you hear champion, think of me, man. I might be a line a pumping and that.
Definitely, Father. We give thanks. It means that, Mr. Sibbles, you've created something which is bringing in income every now and then. So
yes.
So it means that what you've done in the past with, you know, your group members, you know, for other producers like the Duke Raid and Sir Clement Coxon Dodd and all this man them, look like you guys have totally forgotten about it and say, all right, we should let it go because we're doing something which is putting food on our table.
Yes.
All right. We give thanks.
Easy.
Yes, man.
Now, I would like you to tell us, because, you know, if you didn't tell, if you didn't tell me that you created Buju Banton Champion and all these things, I wouldn't have known. You understand me?
I know that. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah.
You know?
So
a lot of these works are not really you know,
documented.
Documented and publicized the way it should be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So can you know, tell us more about some of your products which are out there, like how you created the Pass the Kochi with the Mighty Diamonds, and then Musical Youth from the UK, you know, picked it up and say Pass the Dutchy. You understand me? And it became, you know, like a monster hit throughout the world, and then you began to get some royalties off this and all these things, which are.
Oh yes, no. So And I was playing. I have played bass, or was playing bass for Studio One. Back in the 70s. Early 70s and stuff. And most of these bass lines were always redone by most of the reggae singers in Jamaica are on my bass line. And another major bass line that I have out there is the Queen of the Minstrel.
Wow.
That bass line made Jasmine Sullivan her #1 hit, that bass line, Leroy Sibbles' bass line of Queen of the Minstrel.
Yeah.
Put her on Billboard.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And like I said, and most of the bass lines have started a lot of Jamaican DJs and singers. All right, put it like this. Almost every reggae singer and DJ is on one or more Leroy Sibbles bass line. Any major artist that you can mention, from the Sizzler, Fireman, go right back to Sanchez and all of them people is on Leroy Sibbles bass line.
Wow.
There's a few to mention. You know what I mean?
Wow. So is that what is making you #1 baseline, man?
Yes, that makes me the king of the reggae baseline. Because I'm not the only guy who play bass lines in reggae music.
Yeah.
But I have the most popular bass lines in the history of reggae music.
Congratulations.
Actually,
man.
let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Yesterday I just fulfilled a documentary that Sony of Europe, UK, came down with a whole line of people, and we did on Leroy Sibbles' bass line.
Wow.
Documenting Leroy Sibbles' bass line. Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations, Father.
Thank you, man. And the history is still being fulfilled. You know what I mean?
We give thanks. Wow. People, 35 going into the R2 here on Asaase Radio, the voice of our land. We're having conversation with the great Leroy Sibbles, the king of the bass line. You understand me? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
With
King Lagazee.
see star.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, Father. Now,
yes,
Father, talk to me now.
Yeah.
I have seen sound systems
Yes.
play Leroy Sibbles' dub plate.
Yes. I mash up the players.
Kill
boy
plate.
with it.
Kill some boy with it. and I'm like, boy, when is Lagazee Sound International going to get one? Mr.
You see, them say ask and it shall be given,
Yeah, man.
Easy.
Just like them say, steal and you might go to jail.
Yeah. Yo, listen. They say ask and it shall be given, or steal and you might go to jail. The choice is yours. So we'll ask for it. Now,
yeah.
Father, talk to me about your dub plate cutting from the early days. How was the dub plating business like?
You want to say dub plate is a if you're an established artist, you can almost survive on dub plates. If you're a real successful artist with enough hit songs, yeah, man, you can spend the rest of your life just doing dub plates, man. Whereas if you know to do dub plate properly, that it can kill boy a road. You know what I mean? But like I say, hear the hard, hear this. More time, you have some great DJs, spinners who work with some big songs, But here when them call for you now. You see, if them have a clash and them get killed by a Leroy Sibbles, you know, say the next day them a try find me, Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
them need ammunition now. Them have to back up them things and set them things straight.
Of course. So, Father, take us into history. Which sound system was the first sound system you ever cut a dub plate for?
That's a good question, because I have done thousands of dub plates. I can't remember that. I don't want to lie either and not say something, because I've been doing dub plates for years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and lots. Sometimes when all the Japanese come, man, if I do all 20 dub, because I do for all the whole pass sound, and sometimes, for the day, man, my dub plate, financially, big, fat, you know what I mean? Because, the man draw for the thing.
Yeah,
man.
All right, Father. If it is hard for you to remember, because you've done tons of dub plate for sound systems across the world, from Africa to Europe to Jamaica to America to Japan to China.
Yes.
Everyone is playing Leroy Sibbles on dub plate. Which sound system would you say is the Leroy Sibbles sound system that plays the most Leroy Sibbles?
That's a good one, because I like I said, I do dub plate for every sound system, that can reach me. You know what I mean? And all of the major sound them stuck with Sibbles dub plate. I can't, and I don't want to pick out the sound really, because I know one sound here where I can't really compete with some sound where we never even call. So I don't want, go into that, in that with that by naming any guy. But like I said, thousands of sounds and thousands of players is out there. And Lagazee have to get himself set up to it, yeah?
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The world gonna listen. And to all the sound system them that come to me and rub up my face with the Leroy Sibbles them, trust me. You now go do that again.
You have a sound come from both the two when we rate,
Yeah.
Come around and mash up almost everybody, man.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
Dynamic.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, man.
Dynamic. I tell you, bad.
You know
You're
that.
Anyway, you're the dynamic, heal up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
you know that.
Hey, the Lagazee,
Yeah.
the River Nile crocodile.
And the River Nile crocodile. and Father, you know, say last year as me come to Jamaica, me go a dance out Thursdays. Enter in a clash with Super Gold and play Super Gold from America and Playmaker from Jamaica. I'm going to send them home guilty as charged. I'm going to pick up the trophy. I'm going to bring the trophy to Ghana.
What does me do that night? Because enough time ago, they go here clash,
Yeah, man. So on the night,
you come and win.
Yeah, man, me come and win, man.
That is great. That means you have tune.
Yeah, man, Dada. We have some tune.
But from the show you move, man, I know you have energy, man. So I know say we're going anywhere and kill them.
You don't see
I see him where the crocodile go on to, man. Full of energy, man.
Yeah, man, Father.
Real thing.
Yeah, man.
But here this Lagazee. Me have another appointment that come, but me have to go run, so we can't stay too long with you, yeah?
All right,
We
Father.
can do it again. You can always call upon me, I'm there for you,
All right, Father. All right, Father.
You have to call me for the plate, you know that.
Definitely. And Father, there is one more question before I leave you finally. Let's talk about the new production. You understand me? Let's talk about the new production. The Vibes Man Rhythm. Yeah, man. Talk to me about that. And the artists you put on it. How did you select the artists them to put them on this great rhythm?
Well, you answered that rhythm came about because I did the track for Young Garvey. So, excuse me. I did it for Young Garvey, and the track wicked. So I said, I don't want this track just lay down and just by just doing Garvey alone. So I sent it out to some people and select the best songs that I got, and put it together. And it's Tad Records right now is is distributing this, right?
Okay.
Big up, Tans. You don't know the thing, though.
All
And
right.
I want your full support, because all of the tracks them on this album is great, and the whole thing is a good production, and it can enhance even your shows and stuff too. And I would really appreciate if you give one of the artists named Naki. You see Naki, that tune Naki have.
Yeah. Bad. Last week.
All the tune them bad, but
last week,
love that Naki because I love him lyrics,
Yeah. Last week I spoke to Naki on this show.
Yes.
Last week I spoke to Naki and we spoke about this tune extensively and the production, working with you, how you reach out to him. We spoke about everything. And I told him that, all right, don't say Fatima, I'm going to reach out to Father Sibbles and I'm going to talk to him today on the show. And here we are today, Father. You understand me?
Beautiful.
Yes,
yeah, man. God is great.
Yes, Father. So I will not take too much of your time. I'm going to allow you to go. We will set it up again because I have a whole lot of questions, to ask you.
Enough tunes to play.
Yeah, enough tunes to play and a lot of productions I wanted to talk to you about. You understand me? And all these things. But because of, your appointment and all that, I'm going to allow you to go so that I can beat out the Vice Man rhythm. You understand me? Play the artist on it from back to back.
I'm a man of my word. I'm saying I'll do a thing. If it's even not long enough, but you see, I'll make sure it happens. You understand?
Of course, Father. Of course, Father. All right, Father. Before I leave you finally, your word of advice to the music industry. I want you to speak to the music industry.
Well, the industry right now, it's gone wild, Right now, we can't follow it, I tell you. It's gone around me. I know. But right now, all youths were involved when I do the music. I wish you know well, and make sure I say, every day on the rise swell. I know so the thing though. You see? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, all the best to all the youth them right now. Make no money. So the vibes are doing. Follow the vibes. You see? From the name vibes, you can't rock.
Definitely.
Vibes man rhythm. Vibes cartel. all rise to swell.
Man. You're right, Father. Father, I have a lot of questions. People sending me questions on my Facebook for you, but let me read one out for you before you go. This one is coming from Kweku Mensah. This one is coming from Kweku Mensah. He said, "Respect due, King. I want to know from the legend, how was it like back in the late 70s, whilst Bob Marley and his Wailers were the talk of town, and he was also doing music? How was the audience and the media towards him and his band?"
No, Bob Marley, from him come and bust, man, him just go and go, man. Like I said, there was no turning back, And I was so sad when Peter and Bunny left the group, because of whatever reason, because that was the sound. But I guess, as we grow, we grow in different way. We branch off, and when the tree grows, there's a lot of branches. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
As it grows.
Definitely.
Yes, But Bob Marley's thing was always positive, and it was always presented properly and accepted to the highest. Right, true.
All right.
And when it was the Wailers, it was the Wailers and the Heptones.
Yeah.
During all of that time. And we used to run it.
Definitely.
Wheelers and Heptones.
Yeah.
Until Wheelers turned Bob Marley and the
Wheelers.
That was the branch off.
Yeah, man. The last one, Nene Dubem said, please ask the legend, how many people has he trained who are bassists now?
Say it again. How many people?
Yes, he said, how many people have you trained and they are bassists now?
Maybe if there's any, maybe they learn just from the works that I've done, my bass works, but I've never personally, because a few people come to me and, I guess they weren't serious enough. Them come a few weeks and start to get to the training, and for whatever reason, they fall off of the track. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because life is hard on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So people take a lot of different directions, as life, as they pass through, as they grow, you know?
Definitely.
So I personally have not trained anyone yet because people come, but they don't stay.
Definitely, Father. Definitely, Father. All right, so Father, I'm going to allow.
Like they say, you know, Lagazee, they say, many are called,
chosen with you.
there you go. All right, Papa.
All right, Father. I'm going to leave you to go about your business, but we'll catch up
Yeah,
again.
man, it's been great, man.
Yeah, man.
I remember the tune, you know.
Yeah.
We call Bodo 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 busy baba da bada prap. You know we show that. I one of the biggest Leroy Sibbles in Ghana, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yes, Father. So right now I'm about to go into the what we call the Vibes Man rhythm produced by the legendary.
I'm begging
Leroy
to
Sibbles.
promote that as much as you can from here, sir.
All right, Father. Yo, Father, don't say
Because when
Father.
I do that, it's not just for me, but it's for every artist on that album too.
Father, don't say 40, 39 good. You understand me? When me say
But yeah, the thing what I tell you about that while I say prap, rock and come on. Remember that tune?
yeah, man. Rock and come on.
Yeah.
Right after this, I'm going to drop that as well. You understand me for the people?
Yes, Malaya.
Yeah, man.
So when I say, go into the Vibes Man thing, and as much as you can play it and as much promotion you can give me, man, I will appreciate it. And you can get no plate for that, you know. We just want to hear what I want.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Father, don't say 40, man. Yeah, man.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, I,
God
Father.
bless and guide you and go and do the good work, yeah?
Blessings. Give thanks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Easy.
All right.
Yeah, man. People, so reasoning with the legendary Leroy